Hello. Hi, hi. All right, guys, welcome back, Ophiuchus. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's go ahead and jump on in and we're going to ask the question who is coming toward Ophiuchus? We have justice. This could be a Libra. This could be somebody who's actually, unfortunately, either done Ophiuchus wrong or they've been done wrong. Let's see. It could be somebody who wears red really well. Or the color red could be a notation of embarrassment. We have the Empress. We have the Seven of Cups. So we have Libra Taurus, and then we have water energy as a whole. Um, Hang on. Let me first ask what are they coming toward Ophiuchus for before I dive in any further to who they are because it's not adding up. It's too questionable still. Five of Wands in the reverse. It's like they want to get their story out. They want to set the record straight. They want there to not be confusion. And, it's like maybe somebody feels like there's been mean spirited gossip around them and they really want to like clear something up. So if Fucus isn't hearing a bunch of different stuff from a bunch of different people, they may be saying, I've been done wrong. I've been good. I've been a giver. I've been the Empress. Maybe they are a mother figure. Maybe they are someone who has been like a very faithful partner, or this is what they're saying. And they're really confused about either what Ophiuchus might have heard or what they haven't heard. This feels like somebody wants to set the record straight. Tell me more. That Five of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Knight of Coins in the reverse. It's very much like a timeline jump. Like they want to alter something. They want to stop the flow of gossip maybe before it gets to Ophiuchus's ears. They want to like preemptively say something even about why they're withdrawing. I almost feel like this is somebody who's going to come to Ophiuchus and say, listen, there's been some stuff going on and I don't know how else to handle it. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I've tried to be kind, but honestly, I need to just pull my energy back and I just wanted you to know why there's change on the horizon. That's how this comes across to me. Like they're giving an explanation to Ophiuchus. Why do they feel like they need to give an explanation to Ophiuchus? Queen of Wands. Well, they think very highly of Ophiuchus. They respect Ophiuchus. They may think that Ophiuchus and themselves have a nice rapport, and they want to not like leave Ophiuchus wondering what the hell happened or out in the cold or something. 10 of Wands, and I do still feel like it's really important that they either clear their name or that they tell Ophiuchus the words that they think should be expressed. This feels, I don't want to say that it's damage control. Let me go back over here to them as the Empress. Why do they say that they're the Empress? King of Cups is sideways. It feels like they're saying someone's going to tarnish my reputation. Somebody that has like their own view of things. We got a Seven of Wands that's sideways. I handled myself to the best degree that I could, but here's the situation. They don't like me. They don't have much nice to say about me. I can't communicate with them. And the stories that might be told are not going to be the real story, but I'm not even going to fight it. I'm just going to go ahead and whatever tales they're telling, I'm not going to engage with them. I'm going to take the Empress's high road and I'm not going to engage. That's what they seem to be telling Ophiuchus beforehand. And then I think that they're going to pull back their energy. Let me just ask this. If this is somebody who wants Ophiuchus to know the real story, why? We know that it's because they feel like Ophiuchus is somebody that they want to give respect to. They like Ophiuchus. We have Four of Pentacles. Is this a heads up warning though too? Hang on, this could be getting more complicated. Let me see here. When I say the heads up warnings, the Eight of Pentacles, it's like they're warning Ophiuchus because it's like, don't let somebody bamboozle you out of money. I wasn't after anybody's money. We're parting ways, but if they come towards you, it could. I'm sorry to make this such a drama, but these are the cards we've got. The image that I'm getting is that somebody is going to say, I'm parting ways with this King of Cups. And Ophiuchus, if they're interested in you, Ophiuchus in particular, I know that they are. You're very attractive. They're going to move towards you. And trust me, you can have them, but just wanted to let you know I'm definitely not interested in trying to cling to them. In fact, I'm moving, I'm leaving. I'm starting my life in a different area, but I just wanted to give you the heads up, like, woman to woman, man to man, whatever this is. Just know that what you may hear about me is not true. Um, all I'm trying to do is get back what is fairly mine. It almost seems like they are trying to muddy the waters. Now, they may be doing this out of altruistic reasons, or they may be doing it because they feel like this is unfair, or at the very beginning, like I said, they could be doing something that's unfair. This feels like somebody is parting ways with their ex, and they are warning Ophiuchus, like, hey, I'm not jealous. By all means, you can have them. I know they're interested in you, but just know they're not all they're cracked up to be. Keep your money. I've all I've tried to do is get my own money back out of this. But just FYI, a word to the wise, watch your purse strings with that person. Like, that's what this is feeling like. And the Judgment card is here. It does feel like this person is coming in to explain to Ophiuchus how to protect themselves, because it's as if they're saying, I know that this person is headed back towards you, Ophiuchus. And good luck to you guys, but just be mindful. I don't have anything against you. I'm just giving you a heads up. We got the Nine of Swords and we got the Death card. I don't know that I think that's totally true. If this is supposedly a well-meaning, I mean, they definitely probably feel like what they're saying is said with the best of intentions. It says that they actually do think highly of Ophiuchus in this storyline, but this feels like somebody is trying to give Ophiuchus a friendly heads up, but it maybe isn't their place to do any of that, but they think that Ophiuchus is, this King of Cups is headed into Ophiuchus's world. You're going to hear from them. I know that they've cared about you, and I was just worried about you. It may not be that at all, though. I don't know. This feels complicated. This feels unnecessarily dramatized, and it kind of feels like something Ophiuchus didn't ask for. Like, I don't even know, why am I this person who's suddenly having, these words of advice gifted to me from someone else's ex? Like, I don't get it. That it feels odd. I don't know. What's Ophiuchus's response to something like that? The High Priestess. Okay, so Ophiuchus kind of half expected to hear from this person about the King of Cups, or they've half expected to hear from the King of Cups. And so, what comes along with the King of Cups? Possibly the backstory of the King of Cups' life, or somebody who knew the King of Cups, or that person that the King of Cups was with at one point in time. Heck, this doesn't have to be an ex, though. That Empress could be their mother figure. Sometimes, family members can be each other's, if they've got beef with each other, they'll sully each other's names. It just feels like Ophiuchus has been expecting to hear from the King of Cups, and sure enough, that's what the Empress is coming in to say. I know that they're moving towards you, or I'm pretty sure that they will at some point, and I just want to give you a heads up, word to the wise here. It just feels like are they intruding, or universe, what's the message from, how to look at that Empress with the Justice card? Two of Swords, and then we've got the Six of Pentacles. See, I actually think they're trying to scare Ophiuchus off a little bit. Like, oh, don't go near them. Because I kind of want them to return back to me. You notice it's like, come back to the nest. I don't know. This feels like somebody wants to come across as like, I just want to look out for you. I'm moving on. But I kind of think with these two cards, it says they're trying to block the King of Cups from either returning to Ophiuchus, because they want that King of Cups to return to them at some point in time. They want to scare Ophiuchus off, because it's like, oh, just so you know, like, they owe me a lot of money, but I'm not a money grubber. It's just that, they have to pay me back. But I wish you guys the best, but, just be careful with, your money around them. It's like they're sowing seeds of like a reputation tarnishing against the King of Cups here. But I don't know that that's going to really stick, because I think Ophiuchus will make their own decisions, right? Tell me, universe, what about the King of Cups? We have the Devil. What is that representing? Have they been toxic, or were they in a toxic connection with the Empress person? They are leaving a toxic connection. And now maybe they were toxic as well when they were with that toxic person, right? This started out really messy. It started out with, I thought it was confusing. I didn't know what to say about this at first. I had to get more and more cards out because I was like, wait, we don't usually see unfairness, confusion, but really great all rolled into one. And then when it started to be about talking about this King of Cups, and then it was like gossiping, or it was trying to get in front of something, and then it was, dumping information on Ophiuchus that I don't think Ophiuchus asked for. All of that to me says probably this King of Cups was in a toxic connection with whomever the Empress represents. The Empress in her mind is the one who's been hard done by, and she's fantastic in her own mind. She says she likes Ophiuchus. Maybe she's actually jealous of Ophiuchus. Look, Ophiuchus comes across as really attractive. Masculine or feminine doesn't matter. They keep saying, I don't want anything. Like, I'm no competitor. You go right ahead and have that person. I just wanted to be friendly and let you know that King of Cups is, it could be a bumpy ride with them. And I feel like, in truth, for the King of Cups, maybe they weren't their best self when they were with that Empress, but it was also not a great relationship at all. And it definitely feels like this is two people that are breaking apart. And if he's interested in Ophiuchus, and Ophiuchus already knows that he's coming her way, this other ex is trying to interfere under the guise of, I'm just trying to be a friend. I don't think Ophiuchus, I don't know, does Ophiuchus need this person to give them advice or be a friend? We have the Hierophant and we have the Tower. I would say a strong no, because look, if they're done with this person, they need to stay out of, if the Empress person is done with the King of Cups, then it's done. Obviously, there's an attempt to still cling to it. Maybe it's because there's a marriage. Maybe that's why it's hey, just know that we'll still be going through the court system, but I'm not trying to hold on to them. Maybe that's what they think they're saying. But in this case, this is about belief systems. It's about, having things done, by contract and everything. This says it's time to let go of this connection, though. If she doesn't want anything to do with this, then let it go. But this says it's not going to be let go of just yet. And it's she's trying to say, but it's not because I'm trying to make a mess of your guys' new life. I know that they're going to go towards you. It just still feels like somebody's putting their nose where they don't quite need to, or we still have murky energy with that moon card being sideways. It's almost like I would say the Empress isn't truthful about her motives for why she's doing this. She hasn't looked deep inside and said, wait, why am I rushing over to tell an Ophiuchus hey, just so you know, I'm really great. They're a problem. We still have some stuff to work out. I'm not going to be trying to get in your guys' way, but just know that they're coming towards you. And, there's some monetary stuff, but I'm not money grubbing or anything like that. It's they're trying to say all of this, but I don't think that they have thought it out as to what's their motive for doing that. It doesn't matter what Ophiuchus thinks of them anyway. That seems to be unclear even to themselves why they're saying this. It might also be unclear to Ophiuchus as to, look, I'll make my decisions once I have all the facts. If I'm going to end up dealing with this King of Cups, and although I sense that they are headed my way, I will have to see how things go. No amount of anybody else's words is going to make me decide who I'll deal with and who I won't. What's the final message here for Ophiuchus? Sorry, this was such a strange one, guys. To move forward with confidence, no matter what the Ophiuchus's choice is. With that Chariot, what does that mean, though? Does Ophiuchus whoa, I don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole, or nope, move forward with the person, depending on how this person treats Ophiuchus. if Ophiuchus wants to be their Queen of Cups, a King of Cups to a Queen of Cups, if this person treats Ophiuchus amazing, if this king is the right match for Ophiuchus, it doesn't matter what opinions anybody else has of this King of Cups. It certainly probably doesn't matter the opinions of an ex who rushes in out of nowhere to start giving advice. It just kind of says Ophiuchus can make their own decision, their own judgment call. If they want to be this, involved with this King of Cups, Ophiuchus has, what somebody else says really shouldn't tarnish anything, especially someone with a big motive like an ex to be jaded or to say things that are not 100% truthful or fair. It just says Ophiuchus can move forward and find out for themselves, how much they want to give or not give, but based off of what they decide is true about this King of Cups. Because it looks like Ophiuchus cares a great deal about this person and wants to give this a go. And it's like, this was a pretty rocky thing for somebody to come in and try to give the warning, and paint themselves in a positive light and act like they're friendly toward Ophiuchus. I think it's better that Ophiuchus just makes their own choices about this, because their big gripe against the King of Cups, the big gripe that the Empress person was having against the King of Cups, has something to do with they really wanted to say how they're not money grubbing. It was their money though, so they should get it back. See, I'm feeling like they're doing damage control for their own reputation, but also trying to make sure that Ophiuchus and the King of Cups would have a difficult start, because it would be based off of like, hey, just, make sure you don't let them have your money, implying that they're taking something, that the king is taking something that isn't his, and that she's got to argue about it or something. It just feels kind of, feels like she was trying to sow seeds of worry. And, depending on how this person behaves with Ophiuchus, only Ophiuchus can decide who is the right partner for themselves. But it definitely seems like that's a case by case, day by day, Ophiuchus getting to know somebody and not listening to the report card or the scorecard that an ex is suddenly just coming in out of nowhere unsolicited and giving all this personal information and advice about the King of Cups, forewarning Ophiuchus when they already know that the King of Cups wants to move toward Ophiuchus. And I think Ophiuchus has great emotion for the King of Cups. So it just says in this storyline to take it with a grain of salt and get to know, I think Ophiuchus is going to get to know the King of Cups on their own merit and choose what Ophiuchus does without the words of that ex ringing in their head, which is nice to give somebody a fair chance, I think. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much, Ophiuchus. Sorry, this is a kind of an odd one. I just roll with whatever stories I see. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Take care. Bye.